What happened inside the Alabama camp over the last few hours has left a lot of people in disbelief, and almost nobody is talking about it. Crimson Tide fans, pay attention because what you're about to hear is not a rumor, it's not speculation, it's real, it's happening right now, and it's unfolding inside Bryant-Denny Stadium as you watch this video. But before I reveal everything, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications because here you discover what the mainstream media isn't showing you. Now, let's get into it. Head coach Kalen DeBoer is walking across the practice field with the look of a man carrying a secret. Offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb is watching every rep, every pass, every detail that the cameras don't capture, and time is running out. With just one final scrimmage remaining before September 5, Alabama still hasn't named a starting quarterback for the season opener against East Carolina. Nobody expected this, and the detail that almost nobody is talking about is exactly what could change everything. Do you understand the weight that comes with being the quarterback of the Alabama Crimson Tide? Do you understand what it means to put on that crimson and white uniform and lead the offense of one of the most historic programs in American college football? Not everyone can handle that pressure. Not everyone arrives on campus, looks at the grandeur of that stadium and says, "I'm ready." But there's a young man in Tuscaloosa right now who didn't just arrive saying that. He's proving it rep by rep, scrimmage by scrimmage, that he could be the guy. That young man's name is Keelon Russell, and what's happening with him right now is absolutely explosive. Here's the latest. Keelon Russell, the 19-year-old quarterback ranked as the #2 player in the country in the 2025 class by the 247 Sports Composite, is at the center of Alabama's most important battle right now. A battle that will define the direction of the entire season, a battle that has the coaching staff in full evaluation mode, and a battle with one hidden detail that could be the key to everything, a detail that almost nobody is telling you. Let's start from the beginning because this story needs to be told the right way. Ty Simpson, the quarterback who led Alabama throughout the 2025 season and took the team to the Rose Bowl, declared for the NFL draft. The job was suddenly wide open, and now two guys are fighting for that throne, Austin Mack and Keelon Russell. But don't be fooled into thinking this competition is completely even, because there's a difference between the two that goes far beyond the numbers, and that's exactly where the detail almost nobody is talking about comes in. As a freshman in 2025, Keelon Russell played in 2 games for Alabama against ULM and Eastern Illinois, completing 11 of 15 passes for 143 yards and 2 touchdowns. Those numbers look modest on the surface, but look deeper. Look at what those numbers don't tell you. Russell stepped onto the field with a calmness, an authority, and a presence that shouldn't exist in a freshman. And former Alabama quarterback Greg McElroy, who attended the first scrimmage of the 2025 camp, said something that stuck with a lot of people. McElroy was very impressed with Russell and highlighted his arm talent. The ball comes out of his hand, man. Really throws a beautiful ball. There's a lot of velocity on it. Absolutely shocking. This isn't a fan giving his opinion. This is a national champion talking about a 19-year-old quarterback. And there's more, because Coach DeBoer, who isn't known for handing out easy compliments or getting caught up in hype, went directly to the cameras and said something about Russell that stuck with everyone. DeBoer described Russell this way: "There's a swagger about him, swagger in the best possible sense, the confidence of someone who knows he belongs at the highest level, the confidence of someone who didn't come to Alabama just to compete, but to win. And now, with Ty Simpson in the NFL, the stage is his." But here's the detail that's going to blow your mind, the detail that the mainstream media keeps overlooking. Alabama is entering the 2026 season with the least experienced quarterback in the SEC. Read that again. The winningest program in the conference, the powerhouse that has sent more players to the NFL than almost anyone, the Alabama Crimson Tide, could have a quarterback under center with fewer career snaps than virtually any other starting quarterback in the conference. Russell accumulated just 37 snaps in 2 games during his entire freshman season. To put that into perspective, less hyped quarterbacks from smaller programs, teams nobody talks about, have more game experience than Keelon Russell. Is that a weakness, or is it a mysterious promise that's about to explode onto the scene?
Offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb has made it clear what he needs to see in the final scrimmage before making the decision. He wants clean operation. He wants to see the quarterback take the field against East Carolina and simply give the team a chance to play. No mistakes that kill drives, no hesitation under pressure, no uncertainty from someone who's still learning. And Grubb went even further. He promised that a decision would be made by next week after the decisive scrimmage. The clock is ticking, the moment is coming, and Keelon Russell knows exactly what's at stake. And you know what makes this story even more powerful? The character of this young man. When asked before the Rose Bowl about his plans for 2026, Russell was direct and completely confident. "I'm staying here for sure. Roll Tide all the time." No drama, no transfer portal, none of the uncertainty that so many players go through these days while waiting for the best opportunity. Russell looked at Alabama, looked at the challenge, and said, "I want that throne." That tells you everything about who this young man is. Russell flipped his commitment from SMU to Alabama because the program presented him with a clear plan and a defined place on the depth chart. Russell himself explained at the time, "They presented me with the opportunity. It's something a quarterback dreams about. I felt like if I took on that role, I could do some amazing things at high levels." That's not the talk of an ordinary kid. That's the talk of someone who believes he has a destiny. And now, that destiny has arrived. The 2026 season is the moment. The final scrimmage is the test. September 5 against East Carolina is the debut. And Keelon Russell is one step away from becoming the starting quarterback of the Alabama Crimson Tide. The youngest, the least experienced in terms of snaps, but perhaps the most talented quarterback this program has seen in years. Nobody expected the decision to come this quickly. Nobody expected the battle to be this wide open. And nobody, absolutely nobody, is talking about just how big what's about to happen really is. Alabama doesn't develop ordinary players. Alabama develops icons. And Keelon Russell didn't come to Alabama to be remembered as the guy who almost became the starter. He came to be the guy who changed everything. Roll Tide. And now, I need you to tell me one thing in the comments. Do you believe Keelon Russell is ready to be the starting quarterback for the Alabama Crimson Tide from the very first game of the season? Drop your answer below. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, you already know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because every week we bring you what nobody else is showing you about our Alabama Crimson Tide. Roll Tide.